Man, we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. Yeah. Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright, look. I remember seeing an article on Phoronix about a paragraph long, and it was talking about AMD. And in the paragraph it was talking about AMD engineers are busy. Anyway, ever since then, AMD flood the internet with all kind of news about RDNA 3, 3 plus, RDNA 4, and even RDNA 5 building RDNA 5 from the ground up. But with all that AMD news, the Steam Deck was in the mix of all that. Listen to this. Steam Deck IMU support submitted for Linux 6.10, that's kernel, plus Asus ROG Ally HID. Listen to this. It says here, the human interface device HID subsystem updates have been submitted for the newly open Linux 6.10 kernel. Merge window among the HID drivers. Updates coming with Linux 6.10 are supporting the Steam Deck IMU motion sensors as well as HID coverage for the Asus ROG Ally and Asus ROG Z13 devices. It says here the Steam Deck IMU, if I can get this here, the Steam Deck IMU support is for supporting the Steam Deck motion sensor with the HID Steam kernel driver. This allows for accelerometer and gyroscope functionality to be exposed to user space via a separate eDev node within the HID Steam kernel driver. The eDev node matches the Nintendo and PlayStation kernel driver for exposing their respective motion sensor. Valve recommend game developers make use of the Steam Input API for accessing the Steam Deck input controls. While now it's nice having this HID Steam kernel driver support for other user space users and non-gaming adaptation of the Steam Deck. Yeah. Anyway, now it says now also notable, if I can get this, also notable for gamers is having Asus ROG Ally handheld support within the Asus HID driver. This support is needed as there are several buttons on the Asus ROG Ally that are not part of the XPad device, and what's currently handled by XPad driver. This this HID Asus driver support gets those additional button support under Linux and expose the user space as F15, F16, F17, F18 keys. These keys include the ROG Ally left back QAM button, long press and long press release sequence. Separately, the Asus ROG Z13 light bar is now sported by the HID driver as a small panel on the back of the Z13 and uses the same MCU as their keyboard. Then it says here the HID subsystem update for Linux 6.10 also include firmware loading from host support of the Intel ISH driver with Lunar Lake and other future Intel CPU models. There's a new firmware blob needed for supporting Intel Sensor Hub. Additionally, changes includes HID BPF updates, fix for third-party PlayStation DS4 controller support for WinWing Orion 2 and other fixes. And then it says the full list of HID updates for Linux 6.10 can be found. Pull request. I will leave that link. So yeah. Matter of fact, they had an article about the I said that article. They had another article about this, but that was like about a week or two back when they were talking about the motion sensor for the Steam Deck. So I'll probably leave that other article too in the description box. And this pull request is pretty big, so what this list shows is that these engineers, they're working, yeah. And this updates benefits the Asus ROG Ally and of course Steam Deck. So yeah, the portable PC market moves on. The Steam Deck just keep getting updates after updates, improvements after improvements. So is the Asus ROG. So is the ANEO, the 1X, the GPD, the OXO, the Odin, MSI Claw, Lenovo Legion. Yeah, they're all getting updates, man. But this article specifically, talks about the Steam Deck and the Asus ROG. Yeah, and this also talks about controllers and PlayStation support, and also, the driver exposing their motion sensor. So Valve is recommending that the developers make use of Steam Input API. So yeah, a nice little tool for the developers to use on the API side of things when it comes to the Steam Deck and also Asus ROG. So other than that, yeah, you Steam Deck fans are good. News, deals, games, update, the usual. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this article and this video for you all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. Gone. Peace.